Golly boy already taking pretty big beating from Asuma. Trying to see if he can turn around with a big old Warbreaker Blaze-Storm. Asuma bailing out of there immediately, dude. Team Asuma got themselves Copy Film, got ourselves Philipson, we got Propal and Yandex and Asuma. Are we going to be seeing a defensive? Looks like he's trying not to give any defenses to Golly boy. Kidashot coming out. Golly does not have a trinket. It looks like he is going to be going down. Playing that Venthyr, and that statue just doesn't explode, it looked like. And Asuma might have to pop some defenses against a Blorin this time. Cloak of Shadows getting used. Maybe a blind. Try to see if he can get away from the Death Knight Chain of Ice to try to get used by Blorin. Unable to really catch the rogue just yet. Kidashot does go for a reset. I think Asuma should be able to get himself a full reset at this point. Yeah, behind the pillar like that, definitely it's clean. Definitely set. I keep swapping the wrong person to do. Blorin in here on this team. We got ourselves Atho. We got ourselves Kiting God X. We got ourselves Mizik as Outlaw. So this should be an interesting duel. With Asuma, the first sub-rogue of the day. Actually, not of sub-rogue of the day. I guess sub-rogue of this arena, right? You got a couple of them here. Asuma opening up with a big old cheap shot. No Shadow Blades getting used. IBF immediately for Blorin into a blind onto Asuma. Does he have a stun with the dragon though? I don't know if he does. Evasion available for Asuma immediately. Blorin not giving him too many cooldowns just yet. Asuma trying to see if he can Dora Shadows out of there. Blorin does have an interrupt. He could have stopped it. Battle Master's getting tricked and being used by the rogue. Does get himself a Shadow Mill for a second. Cheap shot onto Blorin. Trinkets out of it. Asuma trying to make some damage happen. Back-to-back cheap shots and getting a chain into the Death Knight right after a blind. And that's going to be a full reset for Asuma with the Battle Master's Trinket. Used quite a lot of cooldowns just tussling with Blorin. I don't really know if he had to do that. He probably could have went for a blind, I guess, Kidashot blind Shadow Meld. Maybe he was trying to hope to get some more cooldowns out of Blorin. Didn't get any offensives. And Blorin, I don't know if he has a stun or not. He hasn't used his Frostman's Fury. Might not even be able to. It looks like Blorin might just go down. Looks like actually Asuma just takes him out with Shadow Blades and everything. Kiting God not letting Asuma get a reset. Gonna be a trigger for Asuma. No blind available. Kiting God is gonna have a field day with you. Trying to make those Shadow Strikes work. Gonna be a Shadow Dance cheap shot by Asuma. Does he have a reset? Another cheap shot. Try to Dora Shadows out of there. That's going to be a shadow set for Kiting. Looks like Asuma actually got himself a reset. Wait a second. If he catches a restart right now, it's over. I think Kiting God almost lost him. Does AoE him out. Sap comes out, even though Asuma, I think, took damage from that Shuriken Storm. But I think because he has the Absorb, it doesn't put him in combat just yet. Because it's not his health taking damage. It's not him getting put in combat. It's his shields. Blind immediately by Kiting God right afterwards, though. He wants to make sure he takes Asuma out of the game. The earlier he could do that, the better. He doesn't want to give this rogue any kind of chances. You might have to just blind him. Gonna wait out all the saps. Does he have a big go? Shadow Blades is available. Is using him here. If he does not get the win here, I don't know what's good. Yeah, after 2 Shadow Strikes and 1 Eviscerate. Literally all he needed is 2 Shadow Strikes, 1 Eviscerate. Didn't even have Cold Blood or nothing. Gonna be Copy Fin up next. This is Enhancement. Sentinels, Ghost Wolves available. So most likely a win for your totem, right? Playing the original, the normal Shaman build. No crazy Chicago stuff or anything. Kiting God tried to see if he can avoid Copy Fin for a bit. Maybe waiting on some cooldowns. Maybe just waiting out the Earth Elemental. I think that's what it really comes down to, is a Shaman could basically just like, oh, let's just do some time travel. Let me drop down Earth Elemental against a rogue. There's no way this rogue is gonna open up for a whole minute. You know what I mean? No way, dude. No way. Sap to Copy again is going to open up while the LE is still up for about 20-30 more seconds. Going to be big damage out of Kiting. Copy though, taking lots of healing from the Earth Shield. That's going to be Kiting hitting him with yet another stun before trying to bow out. Flame Shock is going to be on the rogue. If Copy can just hit him with some slows, he'll be in a good spot. Sunder as he goes for advantage. If you can just AoE him out, he doesn't get the AoE. He had the rogue in his grasp. I don't think he even knew it, that the rogue was literally in front of him. You know what I mean? I don't think he knew it. But Copy does have to go back into Ghost Soul, waiting out for the rogue. If only he just did Crash Lightning or something, I think he might have gotten Kiting God out. But he had no idea. He thought, you know, the rogue escaped. There's no way I got him. There's no way. Because there's just no way to know. Did I sunder him and is he standing still or no? Kiting God going in for some big damage off that kitten shot into a cheap, going for a bit of a reset. If Copy can somehow catch up to him, he might be okay. He needs to get the slows. Nope. Going to be Kiting, landing himself that reset. Copy does at least recover in health. Fresh Earth Shield is available. Does still have wall. Does still hold on to a trinket. Cotton God, no Shadow Blaze just yet. Does have a dance. Opening up with a cheap shot onto copy. Trying to... Oh, there goes the dance. I was going to say trying maybe not to burn a dance. Wall available for copy. And does himself at least Maelstrom. Gonna be Panda Racial getting trinketed. Cotton God did not want to set that stun. Decided to shrink it then immediately. Before the totem took him out. Sunder onto Kiting. Actually, copy getting quite a bit of proxo damage. Needs to catch up to Kiting God immediately. Maybe drop down Grounding Totem on one side. Kiting is going to be able to get out of that scot-free. And should be able to catch a full re-heal. Copy trying to stay aggressive. Picking up the eyes. Going to be Kiting God with a Shadow Step Sap. Copy is still holding on to a trinket. Ghost was available in 30 seconds or so. Ascendant should be available very, very soon too. Mark for Death, Kid shot up, and Cotton God trying to make some damage happen. Copy better be careful. That is going to be flagellation on him. That is going to do quite a bit of damage as Cotton just sinks in those eviscerates back to back. Copy trying to get himself some healing. Evasion is up. So Copy is not going to have a lot of Maelstrom. Trying to go for a Hexer to Cotton God X. He's playing Venthyr. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize he was Venthyr. It looks like he did get a juke out of the rogue. Needs to make sure he has him slowed and Flame Shock so he keeps him in combat or something. He's going to get the Flame Shock. Try to stay on him. Wolves are up. Cotton God is going to have to try to get away from Wolves. Trying to make some more damage happen to Copy while he's out of Ghostful form. Big Sunder. And Cotton God could be in a bad spot. Might need to vanish the Wolves here. The Wolves are actually keeps biting him. Oh, big storm. Big storm strike from around the bend as Copy just charged in and just wailed on him. Mizik is going to be up next playing that Outlaw rogue. I'm swapping the wrong person. Trying to avoid the stun from Copy. Big Ascendance is up. Does Mizik have an evasion? Does that even help? Vanish Cloak of Shadows was used. I'm not really sure why. Disarm, that's what I really meant to say instead of evasion. Mizik though taking lots of damage. Copy trinkets out of the blind. I think he has Mizik on the ropes. This guy, unless you can catch a re-stealth or get the hell out with a grapple hook, I think you're done. Try to get himself for a reroll. Actually a good set of buffs. Could go for a bit of healing. Trying to just grapple and Dora Shadows out of there. Man, that was quite an opener. Went in for a vanish, like such an aggressive vanish. Outlaw can technically do that, but only if you're gonna score a kill, I guess. Unless he's playing a legendary. What Lego would he be playing then? Is he maybe playing the vanish Lego where you get 100% crit? I guess most of you guys are. Maybe he's trying to play that Mythic Plus Lego, Deathly Shadows, where you vanish, you get 5 comp points and 15% extra damage. Maybe that would make him go aggressive. I think the best one though in PvP, if you are Outlaw, like there's only 5 of us playing that spec in PvP, I think it's the Deadshot one, the green skin. It's so good. That big pistol shot. Mizik camp and Copy. He's hanging up with the eyes in case the rogue is nearby, and Mizik is right next to him, just drinking a sip, pick up Copy, picking up the eyes, getting hit with a sap immediately. It looks like Mizik is just gonna try to see if he can avoid him for a bit, just AFKing out of the duel for a moment until he get himself a good positional. Copy so far, dude. The Slayer of Sub-Rogues. I like it. Gonna get a slow one to Mizik. Looks like he didn't have the eyes to be able to hit him with a Flame Shock. Try to go for a bit of AoE. And Mizik goes back in with an opener. Flagellation getting used pretty early onto Copy. Is going to have their Earth Elemental available. So that's going to keep Mizik in combat. Give Copy lots of stamina to work with. Big Sunder coming out. Missing that stun totem onto Mizik. And advantage comes out for the rogue. Got himself a sippy cup rolling. And Copy should be a-okay for now. Earth Elemental is up. Big stamina. Had himself Earth Shield. Waddling over towards the eye. The other way that's not available just yet. Kidney shot by Mizik as he opens back up into Copy. Is he playing 100% crit Lego? I really cannot tell. I really cannot tell. A drone rush is up. And Copy popping in wall. It's going to be Wolves back up for Mizik. Mizik popping in cloak. Maybe he could deal with some of the output that Copy has, even though it looks like Mizik not really getting hit with lightning bolts here that much. Maybe the lava strike? Sunder? Trinket? Actually went for a shot of him for a second. Blinded to Copy. Trinket? That was a bit confusing what happened there for a second. Wait, Mizik could still be dead. Copy's still chasing after him. And he actually does go down. That was a bit confusing at the end. I am honestly a little confused what happened at the very, very end there. But Athaman is the last one left. Waddling over to Copy. Mizik, I feel like, I don't know, I want to say he was running a weird legendary for PvP there. I don't think he was running any of the normal Legos. Someone tells me he was running something interesting, something unique, which is why he played it so differently compared to how an Outlaw is supposed to play it. Copy dropping down a totem for stun Atha, walking out of the capacitor. As Copy knows that Atha has plenty of burst. Normal wall available for 30 seconds. No Earth Elemental, so it's going to be a little bit rough. It's going to go for Ascendance. Can he make some damage stick on Atho? Trying to make those wind strikes roll. Athoman doesn't really have a lot of ways to generate holy power, so Copy is actually getting quite a bit of damage into Atho. Could potentially get a bubble at him. Try to go for the burst with the Ventier setup. Didn't quite do it. Big stun into Copy. No way out of it. Does Atho have the full burst available? Yeah, Shield of Vengeance. That could pop. That could add on to the extra damage. That is final reckoning. Massive last verdicts flying through the sky, the massive Gala slamming down on Copy. Athoman finds himself low on health, bubbles it. Wild Veil for Copy. If Copy can only Copy, needs to survive this. Does go for Ditch Rift. Oh, Athoman trying to get himself a heal. Hex onto the Pala. Does have adaptation, breaking him out of it though. Trying to get himself an Ashen Hollow. Does he get to? Looks like he will. Copy just needs to waddle out of it. The earlier he can waddle out of it, the better. Dude, that Ashen doesn't look as good when it's a friendly Ashen. Ashen looks so good when it's an enemy Ashen. It just has the like pulsating effect. It looks so spooky. It looks like Athoman tried to force Copy back into the Ashen. This way he wants to be. This way he can get a lot of resources and can throw more hammers at Copy, I believe, right? Does it give you actually more hammers? I think it lets him get access to hammers. At least be able to use them like as if it's wings up. Which does give him quite a bit of resources too. Seraphim available. Athoman could go for a big go. Hodge grounded. Copy actually just outplaying Atho. Still, the Paladin got raw damage rolling. Copy is going to have to be very careful with his health. Atho's health though looking pretty dire. How much to go for Ward of Glories instead of Last Verdicts? Now it's going to be wings back up. Copy tucking tail and running out of there as best as he can. Door of Shadows gets interrupted. Hex is available. Atho gets up and adaptation snap gets him out of there. Only Shield of Vengeance as well as the Bop available for Atho. Copy, does he have the mana? He does have the mana. Big, massive heal from Atho, actually. Massive Chain Harvest. Shield of Vengeance could be really bad. Copy trying to get himself some heals. Not a lot of mana left. Does get himself Earth Shield. Could go for an interrupt onto Atho. Try to see if he can get an interrupt. Maybe a stun onto Atho. Does get it. Shield of Vengeance is going to pop here. Copy does have a wall for it. Could be anyone's game here at this point. Who has cooldowns coming up? No trinkets available for either one. Looks like Atho has wings back up. He might be able to use them more aggressively. Copy does have a little bit of mana. Try to see if he can bail away from those wings. I think a grounded totem went down there too. Yes, I think it was. Door of Shadows is going to use for Copy. Try to get the hell away from Atho. He's right next to him with that Disorient. Final reckoning down into Last Verdict stun. I think Atho has it on his Copy. Somehow survives it. And looks like he does not. Almost. Big old grip by a Death Knight immediately from Yandex with a helping hand right after. Blessing Protection is used for Atho so you can't get out of that stun. Try not to get interrupted by Yandex. That's still quite a lot of Shadow and Frost damage is just going right through it. The Blessing of Protection. That's just so much damage. And I think Atho might be out of it. I think Atho might be out of options here. I think it's over. I think it's over. 49% dampening? Yeah, there's no way. Yo, Copy stood his ground against these boys, dude. Against Rogues, against Palas. Look at that. Healing for Enhancement Shaman, dude. Enhance heals a ton. Enhance heals for quite a bit. I got Pistol Lega, I used Racial and did Blind. Oh, okay. So you did have Pistol Lega. Okay. Alrighty. It looked like you, because I saw you vanish aggressively. I was like, what if there's a different Lego is running? But yeah. Okay, I see what you were, okay. I guess I got confused then. That's my B-boys.